Skitty rolling forward. There the guys speeding down through the pits. A bit out of shot as we've got Gallen. A few burnouts down on turn 1. Marky Marks opted for the BMW. His target will be in that rear. That Porsche Cayman is a rear-mounted engine. And we have the Mustangs. Of course, will be protecting that precious front end. So we're going to see them reversing a fair bit to take out each other. Cliff, I think that is the fair lady. Well, there already gets a big hit, slamming that car number 9. I think that is DK's car. Might go to the chase mode so we can actually see the cars here. Gallen in the Ferrari, I think he need to go, or is there in the Camaro? I'm not sure. 36. Human effects. Yellow Mustang. Red and white. Someone else joining in. Black is just loading in late. Anyway, Sims all in blue and red. Dirty Monkey in the black and orange. Black is in similar Camaro as DK, yes. So cars number 6, car number 9. Set up just a 10-minute practice for them to get familiar with their cars. Once the cars are actually fully destroyed, the cars will actually start to ghost. Drivers aren't allowed to use the car reset if they end up on their roof. They will have to remain there until they are knocked back over. Unless, of course, all drivers happen to be on their roof at the same time. And a big sandwich there. I think that's DMFX copying that sandwich from DK. Hey, Phil. Thanks for joining us, mate. There's a car glitching. There's DK's car glitching. Simo giving him a helping hand. Once the cars have suffered a fair bit of damage to that radiator, they can start to overheat very quickly. So they will start to see that engine damage slowly increase by a percentage up to 100. And once it's done that, it will actually blow the engine. That'll have them out of the session. That was a pretty big hit. Dirty Monkey getting flipped over. If you are just joining us for the stream, don't forget to hit that follow button. Oh, I think we're missing a wheel. Dirty Monkey is missing that front left wheel as he gets sideswiped by DK Rush. And he can still donate to our fundraising efforts for Beyond Blue. So it's fundraise.beyondblue.org.au/Apex Esports League. As you can see, we did reach $500, which was our ultimate goal. So that means we will be having one more special event. So we're in stages of planning some options for that, and then we'll be putting it to a vote for all our viewers and members to decide what we do. So some suggestions that have come through that are pretty neat already is very similar to a roller derby style match. And here's Skitty. Not sure if he had disconnect and then back in. Blarkey's just had himself disqualified. Well, he did before, that's why he said to come back in. If they go the wrong way down pit lane at excess speed, they will actually be disqualified. We did see that last time when we had our special event with the no rules race. He can speed down pit lane, but not going the wrong way. Ooh, a solid hit from Mick Cliff. There's not much left of that Porsche. He's also missing front tyres. Boots wide open. Actually, I think it's still got radiator and the like sitting in the front engine bay. But the motor is actually in that back end. That Mustang of Demons is sounding lovely. Car's being spectacularly damaged. There goes his bonnet. Car narrowly avoids him. Strangely, he's still seeing some ghosting going on, which is a bit weird. This ghosting is off. Look at Demon Effects, gets airborne. We did notice when we were playing around testing some demolition derbies for suggestions of these ideas on our casual nights, the Ferraris did have a pretty good advantage of actually becoming mobile ramps, so you could use them as a jump. Their sleek bonnet actually doing rather well. There's a good defense, especially when those Camaros are reversing back into them. That Porsche was halfway through. Looks like Simo Sims was trying to make contact there, ghosting out still. It's a little bit weird. And if you do happen to make a donation to Beyond Blue, jump in and let us know so I can refresh that tally back up. I've also put a goal down the bottom for our followers as we've almost reached the next milestone of 160 followers, so we're getting a fantastic amount of support. We started off today with 155, so we're hoping we can see 5 more followers at least join up with us tonight. There's plenty of racing action with Apex eSports League. Giddy actually going out for some laps. There's 2 minutes remaining. Marky Mark trying to take out, I think that was Gallant. However, his car was ghosting for some reason. Not sure what's going on. Is he back in now playing chicken? He's ghosting as he's going down straight at that speed. Not sure why some drivers' cars happen to be ghosting. Not sure if they have suffered any critical damage that's costing them that. You know, doing burnouts in reverse. Demon's car seeming to be in constant ghost state. Still, some are making contact. His car taking a pretty solid hit. There's Balaki's car currently ghosting as well. Could be interesting heading into the actual session, just why their cars are ghosting. Hopefully it sorts itself out beforehand. Might even jump over and chat with them, see what's going on. Skitty's car. Well, Skitty did actually cop a hit then, considering Simo's car was still showing ghosted. So it may just be a little bit of a glitch going on with the session currently. Don't forget to jump in the chat, let us know who you think is going to be the last car to be running at the end of the first round. Once all drivers bring that car back into the pits, or just wait out the 135 seconds remaining. We'll be heading over into the Demo Derby. Usually doesn't take long, it's usually about 5 minutes or so before all the cars are about wrecked. And then we'll have a brief break in between each round just so we can get in and set up for the next session. We will just load a very short couple of minutes of practice for each session, as we did find when we did it for that last time where we didn't have a practice, went straight into the no rules racing. The drivers did actually lose all chat functionality, so that way the drivers can still actually have some chat and banter with each other while they're out there demolishing each other's cars. So Mick's been remaining stationary for quite some time. Ace Army going in for the win. Gallen's going for Balaki. Multitasking in the chat stream as well as out on track. Mick must be away from his console currently. There's 59 seconds remaining before it loads over into the session. Also getting there, waiting for a mate as well. And DK calling for Dirty Monkey to take the win. Not sure what's going on with Mick. Hopefully he's back in time to at least hit that ready button before the race session starts. As at the end of this, we'll load over into the pre-gridding screen. Well, they've got a couple of minutes hit ready before the session starts, otherwise they'll be DQ'd. Load straight over into there. Here we go. Drivers now at the grid. We've got 9 cars. We should have first 4 or 5 head down towards turn 1, and the remaining cars will back off down onto that exit curb on the final corner, and then we'll see the drivers then call ready at each other and then make their way down towards each other into an absolute wreckfest. It's going to be some spectacular fun. I'm sure the guys are going to have a good laugh as their cars are completely wrecked. Feel dirty for the win because Philly Manilli's not in the race. He's a superstar. Yep, that's right. He must be dual talenting there, watching footy game and the Demo Derby. There we go, everyone's hit ready. Mick's obviously gotten back to his console. Oh, there's already contact made before it started. Mick taking a hit from Skiddy. We got Mark, DK, Skiddy, and Mick, as well as Demon coming down into turn 1. We've got another one joining on. That's Balaki is deciding to go around. Oh, they're already starting into it. Opposite ends, not even charging in to get each other. Already some solid hits done. Oh, and that Porsche's not looking well. We've also got Balaki's cars clipped down into the ground. DK, not a scratch on his car yet. He's done well. Then he just slams into the side of Simo's car. Look out, there's that Skiddy's Mustang lining up DK. Ooh, a front end hit. Mustang's failing pretty well. Poor Mark is getting absolutely slammed. There's not much left of that Porsche now. We still have DK stuck. No, sorry, that's Balaki's car, number 6. So he's been hit pretty hard, so he's actually clipped down into the ground. There's a lot of smoke coming from Mark as he's coming next. I think he's possibly lost both front wheels. He's going to get a friendly help from Demon Effects. Slams that rear. And the target for that Porsche is the rear. Oh, there's a car just flying over. I think that was Skiddy's car that's just gotten airborne down pit straight. Oh, that's awesome, Sami. Watch the stream while out on site. That's the way. Oh, that's a big hit. I know Mick Cliff's in the fair lady. It's not the Ferrari. DK's copped a few solid hits. One car's dropped out, I think. There's now only 8 remaining. 7 cars now remaining. 6 cars now remaining, so there's been some big hits. Strangely enough, Mark's Porsche is still going. He can't even turn the thing, so he's got no front wheels. He can't steer. He can only go backwards and forwards. He's just got to try and protect that engine. If he takes too much engine damage there, it's going to slowly cook itself. That's a solid hit. Dirty gets flown up against the safety barriers. Now up on 2 wheels. We did fine in testing. Once the cars are on their roof, you're a little bit safer as it tends to actually take less damage when hit. Oh, that's a solid hit. Demon gets slammed by Dirty Monkey. Demon reversing, lining up Mark. Mark escapes away. There's a fair bit of smoke coming from Dirty's car. I'm not sure if he's now suffering some terminal damage. Oh, Demon gets flipped up onto his roof. He's going to try and push him over. At the same time, he's also taking damage to that front end. He's missing the bottom. There's only 5 cars remaining. 4 cars now. Solid hits, all for making contact with the rear. Mark's retired out that Porsche. Demon's on his roof. He's going to be in a safe spot. Dirty's car is ghosted. That means his car is done, so he's brought it into the pits. Looks like Skiddy's car is also done. That means it's just Mick Cliff and Demon Effects. And Mick's going to have the free run of trying to knock him over. However, using that front end, I think, has just killed his car. That final hit to flip Demon Effects back over has cost Mick the final touch to his engine. That means it looks like Demon Effects is our winner. Yes, then Demon Effects, our winner for round 1 of the Beyond Blue Demolition Derby. That was fantastic seeing all those guys smash up, so congratulations. So we'll be heading over just for a quick break as we load up the next session, and then we'll be back in for a few minutes practice so the drivers can just have their chat functionality work as they load into the second round. We will be doing the same track in the same area, so let us know who you think will be taking victory in that next round. So we'll be back very shortly. and welcome back for round 2 of the Beyond Blue Demolition Derby. We did just see Demon Effects end up being the last car to remain, having been hit off his roof by Mick Cliff, who used that front end of his car, which then took the final damage to the motor, running his car then into critical damage, and then allowing Demon Effects to take the win. So we'll be heading over for a quick 5-minute practice. The drivers are going to head out and do a little mini no-rules race in those 5 minutes. We're going to see them race nice and dirty. We have the ghosting that we're seeing in the practice session. It only occurs during practice. The cars are going the wrong way and the likes. Gallen opting to do a reverse configuration of the track. There's a braking marker getting skittled down the track. Gallen's decided to turn back around. That poor Carrera taking some fairly heavy damage just in the first moments of the Demo Derby in round 1. Oh, too big hit. Demon gets flung sky high. That's then just also lost another wheel. That Porsche seems to be very fragile to that front end. The tyres definitely coming off. Ooh, and he just makes another contact as Mick Cliff narrowly avoids him, reversing down pit straight. Looks like he's taken some pretty big suspension damage. He's full lock into reverse, and that car was not turning whatsoever. I'm not sure who it is that he just took a pretty solid hit with. It might have been DK. I think DK's deciding to go out and take out all the brake markers. Clarkie's still sitting in the pits. He makes his way out for a shortcut lap. He's still also trying to line up some drivers. Gallen's Ferrari looking pretty well beat up already. Mustang's looking in pretty bad shape. The front and rear is looking alright. Taking some heavy side panel damage. That's just the fuel cell that's visible in the back of Mick's boot. Timo's car looking a little too clean. Someone's going to have to do something about that. He's going for a lap out there. With Marky Mark trying to line him up. Not even sure which way they're going in the map. Are they going the right way or not? Hey, Wira. Hoping to see you on track, mate. Skitty and Dirty Monkey chasing each other down. Looks like a fair bit of suspension damage to that front left of Dirty's. He's chasing him down. He's going to try and squeeze him out. Nearly turns in on him. Big lock and slide from that Camaro Trans Am. Got Mick on his roof, as well as Demon Effects both stuck on their roof. Big hit. Skitty slams in the dirty. That was DK's car that was just on its roof. He's just brought that back into the pits. Clarkie's still not getting out and playing in the practice. There we go, Simo's car's looking a little more beaten now. Over that Cut number 75 looks pretty clean. It was a solid hit. Mark slams that Camaro up. Trying to figure out who's... Skiddy's changed. Has Skiddy changed car? I thought he must have been in the black and white Mustang to start with. So it's changed over to the Camaro as well. Oh, that's a solid hit from DK into... Is that Gallon or Demon's car? Oh, rolls over DK, and then CMO comes up and slams him and hits him for 6. We're still pushing him. We're getting a little bit less ghosting. Oh, that was a solid hit. Mark's Porsche is absolutely wrecked. Surprisingly, didn't lose a wheel. It's taken less hits to have it actually lose the wheel before. Drivers playing chicken. Demon doing some nice burnouts for us in the Mustang. On board with him. We can get a little bit nauseous as he's doing that circle work. Yeah, we just got a couple of drivers once they bring that car into the pits. Sessional end and head over into ready for round 2 of the Demolition Derby. We're also watching the game. We are 9 cars all ready to head off. There was already some early knocks with Skiddy taking a good solid hit into Mick Cliff at the start before they've even made it down to their opposing ends before they decide to head in. So there's a quick rear ending going on from Simo. Simo sandwiching a car. I think that may be Skiddy. Skiddy already making contact in with DK. That was Balaki that was getting reversed into by Simo. That Porsche will need to charge in. He's doing a nice smoke show. And Sturdy Monkey's car. So there's only 2 down the front end. Mark's going to have to really protect that tail, so he's going to be able to go for a front hit, but he's going to have to aim for the front of another car. Oh, that's complete carnage as Gallon's Ferrari has been flipped, as well as DK's car. They're both now on their roofs. It is actually pretty safe spots. You need to quickly unflip them. Gallon gets flipped back over onto his wheels. Dirty Monkey being very courteous in getting those 2 back over. DK's still stuck. Ooh, cars going upside down every which way now. Mick Cliff staying clean of it all currently. Ooh, he's up on the side. Simo's now stuck up on his left side. No, he's rolled back over. Well, that poor Porsche, I think it's missing both left wheels. Yes, he's missing both left wheels. That means he's just a sitting target. Gallon's back on his roof again. There's another car up over on its roof. I think that's Skiddy. No, Skiddy's in that one. That might be Dirty Monkey's car. Yeah, Dirty Monkey, car number 11. And as I mentioned, they are less likely to take critical damage. Also, they're on their roof. This game doesn't recognise those bottom ends as being hit when contact's made. Still 9 cars going. Balaki is just sitting there. I'm not sure if he may be stuck or Marky Mark's trying to get that car moving. Surprisingly, no one's aimed for him. Oh, Demon Effects just came flying back down out of nowhere. Solid hit. Mick really using that front end of his Nissan. That's what undid him right at the end. And it was only left to Mick and Demon as the only last two cars, with Demon on his roof, and that Porsche quite a good ramp as he reverses up over. There's a lot of cars stuck in that corner. They're almost acting as a shield for the cars in the middle. Mark very well could end up surviving this if everyone keeps ignoring where he is. Here comes Gallen's Ferrari slamming into Skiddy's car. Doesn't flip him back over onto his roof though. So we've had one car retire out. I think Mick's Porsche, he's still only got two wheels and he's on his roof. He could definitely be in a very safe position if he is left to remain like that. Balaki's Camaro looking pretty fit so far. DK also doing pretty well. He's trying to finish up Mark's Porsche. But he's being rolled onto his roof. Gallen's Ferrari not looking well. It is beat up quite well. He slams into the side of Dirty's car. BK sideswiping Demon. Ooh, that was a big hit. Blakey slams into Gallen. Oh, Gallen's just gone ghosted, so that means he's just taken critical damage by the looks of it. We've got 4 cars remaining. Demon, Blakey, Mark and DK. Very surprising considering for Mark, I think he's pretty much stuck and he's leaving himself relatively exposed. That engine is in the rear. However, Demon's going, although working together for a sandwich, however it's actually flipped DK's car over onto its roof. We'll almost end up with a stalemate here. Hopefully Demon can flip him back over. He's up on his side, he should be back on his wheels. However, Mick is a sitting duck. Balaki being quite sneaky, sticking down towards that back end. I think, is he going to charge down into them? I think he might be. Not sure if he's watching the stream. Yeah, here we go, he's going to line them up. That car is being incredibly difficult to steer. Can he get these guys? He's going to line up Demon. And it's a solid hit. I don't even know where Demon is now. Surprisingly, still on track. Poor Mark hasn't been able to move too much. And surprisingly, not at critical damage. And then Malarkey flips DK back over. And the 3 muscle cars doing pretty well. That's going to be leaving Mark in a dangerous situation with these guys. All they got to do is just charge into. Oh, we've just had a retire. That's Demon Effects out. So he's not going to be able to do 2 from 2. So it's DK, Balaki, and Mark in the Porsche. They're surprisingly ignoring Mark, but I think DK may be lining up that engine now. He's going to use his tail end to protect his engine. Over just how low and sloped that Porsche is, it seems to be able to deflect a fair bit of damage when they try and make panel contact. That's a big hit from DK. Mark's being slammed pretty hard into that side. He's still trying to drive that poor car. It is just stuck completely. It's not doing a whole lot. You can see a nice shot of the bonnet. Oh, I think he just was ghosted. Yes, that means he's out. And Balaki's ghosted as well. So looks like he's out. So I do believe that leaves DK Rush as being the only car to be running. Yes, he's ghosted. So DK has won round 2. Demon Effects taking the win in round 1. And DK celebrating with a lovely bit of circle work in the Chev Camaro. So that's a win to the Ford Mustang and then to the Chev. So congratulations to DK Rush taking the win in the second round. So we'll be heading over into just a short break again as we load up into the final round. So don't forget to hit the follow button. Also head to our fundraising page so you can still contribute to that before we end up our goals of fundraising for Beyond Blue. So it'd be great if we can see us get past our goal of $500. It would be spectacular. And don't forget to let us know what you would like us to do for that final special event, which we'll probably host next Friday. So we'll be back very shortly for the final round of the Beyond Blue Demolition Derby. And we're back for the final round of the Beyond Blue Demolition Derby. We just saw DK Rush take the win in round 2. We did see Demon Effects take the win in round 1. We saw Marky Mark in round 2 manage to last out a fair while in his Porsche with only 2 right side tyres. He wasn't able to really drive anyway. He was foot flat trying to get the car to even move the slightest. However, ended up being in the last 3 remaining cars still. That Porsche does seem to be able to be quite fragile with the wheels. However, he's really able to deflect a lot of blows to the panels. Mark may be able to try and offer a little bit of a different strategy, try and avoid contact with those corner edges of the car. The driver's got 5 minutes of practice. They can go out there and warm up and smashing up, then they can feel free for a race. Simo swapped over into the Datsun. He's changed his Camaro again. Gallons decided not to get the Ferrari, found that it was actually cooking the engine very quickly. Didn't take much, it seemed, to overheat. That is a much larger engine size compared to the other cars. That would be the case. Oh, look whose car that is. Demon's car is flying off in the corner of the pit exit. It was insane. I don't even know if anyone hit him. I think he may have actually just made contact with the wall himself. Blacky's still in the Camaro. That's a big push into Dirty Monkey. I think that was courtesy of DK's car. Alright, still opting for the Porsche. In what car? That must be the Datsun that Mick's actually driving as well. Don't forget you can still contribute to Beyond Blue. Beyond Blue offers great services in helping those with mental health and preventing suicide. And if yourself or friends, family, work colleagues do need assistance, do reach out to them, let them know that there is assistance for people. And you can go to their website, beyondblue.org.au. You can use their email and web chat. There's also their phone number. You can give them a call and have someone to talk to, and they can even refer you for additional support. That is why we are raising money for Beyond Blue. Every dollar we raise helps to be able to have those counsellors on board, to be able to be there when someone in need makes that call or reaches out through the chat. And the skiddies slammed Mick up into the wall. Dirty's joined the party as well as Demon. I don't even know where Dirty's car has gone. It is very high in the sky. I've never seen a car go up that high, except when there's a disconnect. It took a good 5 to 10 seconds for it to actually fall back to the ground. And then he's now missing that front left wheel. That was a solid hit. That would have to be the most spectacular hit. And I think that's Mark's wheel that's just come off again. That Porsche is very fragile. Those wheels, it's most critical point. At least he can still turn, except he's just lost another wheel after Demon slammed him up against the tyre wall. I don't even know if he's got any wheels left. I think he's only got the back end now. He's now stuck up there, hoping someone can come and push him over. Mick's missing some wheels as well. Demon gets sandwiched by Mick and Skiddy, launching that car up into the air. Someone's car ghosting as they hoon down into that corner. I think Mick actually may be stuck in the wall. Let's see how the chase view. Yeah, he looks like he's actually clipped into the wall. So he's stuck. They're trying to dislodge him. And I think he may have actually been missing. Oh, that's a big hit. Not sure whose car that was. Car number 9 took a big hit. And Marcus still only lost one wheel. And it looks like Mick Cliff's been, I know he's in the pits. Be doing some reverse burnouts. Ooh, good time to switch over to Gallant as he's rolled through the barricades. Larky ghosting as he's reversing down through track. Practice sessions complete. Once all the drivers have hit return to pit, we'll be ready to go into the final round of Demolition. Can Demon Effects or DK get another win? Or will it be a tie with 3 drivers taking a win in each of the rounds? I'm sure there'll be plenty of good fun seeing these cars get destroyed once again. And I have thrown up a target for our follower goal as well, because we've almost reached 160. I haven't actually looked at it on screen to see what we're at currently, but we were 155 followers. Hopefully we can grow that and reach 160. So yes, 155 still. So if you are just joining us for the stream, we do broadcast Project Cars 2 on Thursday nights, 7:30 PM Australian Eastern Standard Time. We currently are doing the Ferrari 488 Challenge. We did have our opening round last night, and we've got round 2 on Monday night for iRacing in the NASCAR Cup Series. So it's plenty of racing action over on our channels. Drivers don't have to wait for lights, and they're already slamming into each other. Demon's already on his roof before the drivers even get a chance to scatter to the other end of the track. They're just going into an all-out brawl straight away. Demon's being flipped and spun. He's now lodged up on the side of Dirty's car. Balaki's down at that back end of the final turn, doing a bit of jousting with Marky Mark. We got Mick and I think Simo having some big hits. Oh, Mark just narrowly avoids and puts that into a big broad slide. There's someone heading into the pits, they have to be cautious as well. Oh, that's a big hit to the front of Jody's car. He wasn't expecting him to come through. And the bonnet goes flying over one of the track stewards. Safety barrier clearly doing nothing for innocent bystanders. Oh, Mark. A very aggressive hit to the tail of Skiddy's car. I think this is the longest we've seen Mark's Porsche last out without losing a wheel. Well, it looks like there's a loose wheel on a car, on one of the Camaros down the back. I think that is DK's car. Might be loose. Surprising, there's some big hits. Skiddy gets nearly thrown up into the top of the grandstands. Gallen deciding to swap over into the Camaro seemed to have not lasted as long considering how the Ferrari had gone in the previous 2 rounds. It's taken some big hits. Mark's still got all 4 tyres. It'll be fantastic if we can see Mark win this and keep every wheel still on that Porsche. Oh, there's a wheel gone. I'm not sure whose car that is. I think it's the Datsun. I'm pretty sure it's Mick's car. Yeah, Mick is looking pretty worse for wear. Slams into the side of that Porsche. And again, a double whammy. DK apparently avoids them. Oh, we've just had Mark sandwiched. Skitty and DK sandwiching him. That's rolled them both over. Mark still surviving out there. I think we may be in for a contender for the win. The car seems to be able to deflect panel damage and the engine seems to be relatively secure. Oh, big side hit rolled into that wall. He has lost that front left wheel. There's only 5 cars remaining. DK's on his roof. Someone's going to have to flip him over, otherwise it's going to be an advantage to him. Demon Effects using that front end to T-bone Skitty's car. They need to protect that front end. They can't afford any engine damage. They need to be trying to use that tail to slam into the fronts of the others. Demon being flipped over. I think Dirty, yeah, he's just done. Not sure if Mark's actually upside down. No, he's not. He's just stuck. He's got Demon's car stuck on top of him. Mark's down the 2 wheels again. There's a fair bit of smoke coming out of DK's car. Mark's doing well. He's still got 3 wheels on the Porsche. He's using that front end to smash into DK. Really giving it a good push. He flips Demon over. That was a solid hit to the side. But now DK's turned things around and is starting to use that rear to take out the engine of the Porsche. There we go. Skitty's just ghosted out, so that means his car's reached terminal. Demon's trying to spin that car around whilst it's up on its side. Yeah, Skitty is done and dusted for. Demon Effects looking to line up DK Rush. Looks like Mark actually just swerved over, protecting that back end by putting it right in the path of DK's car. Demon still opting to use that front end to target Mark's car. Oh, DK just went to reverse straight into the engine of the Porsche. However, he suffered terminal as it happened, so he ghosted. So that means we've only got 2 cars left. It's between Demon and Mark. It'll be 2 victories for Demon Effects if he can win this one. That means he will be victor of the Beyond Blue Demolition Derby. Otherwise, we're going to have a three-way tie if Mark can win it. Oh, he's not protecting that engine bay. He's been pushed again into the wall, taking further damage to that engine. Mark needs to get that car around, except just not wanting to turn. It's got more wheels than it had in the previous rounds. Pretty sure the first hit we saw him lose 2 straight away. This is a good opportunity for Mark to line up Demon and slam straight into him. He just keeps the pressure on, slamming and slamming. Demon flips Mark's car over. It's on its roof. Roll back over. Oh, he's going to be facing the right way. Can he turn it into it? No, he's just going to put himself into an open position. However, if Demon uses that front end, he was almost crab walking himself. I think Mark's car's lost both front wheels now. No, he's still got that front right. I think this is the longest lasting demo we've had. That's pretty good for the finale. Just narrowly gets out of there in time. I've got Demon trying to push Mark into the wall. Going to leave himself open here. Just narrowly avoids it. But he does reverse into that wall. There was a fair bit of smoke. I'm not sure if that may have been critical damage. Mark ramming Demon constantly. Could push him straight into the wall. See if he can try and damage that front end a little bit further. Oh, I think. Oh no, it did sound like there may have been some engine issues with that Mustang. It's going to be a... Oh, that is very lucky he's got out just in time. Well, there's a hit to that engine. Mark's doing very well. Gets the engine just out of the way. And the Demon is using that front end, so he's risking damage to the radiator. That's some good hits for Mark. He's now got him lodged on top of his bonnet. If he can just push that car over into the wall, he could take some heavy damage to that engine. Oh, he struggled to try and get that car to go straight. Chasing each other down, doing circles here. I don't even think they know where each other are. He's going to have to hope then while they're doing their turnarounds. Oh, this is going to be... Oh, I think that just means Demon has suffered terminal. He's ghosted. Marky Mark is the winner. That's a three-way tie. Demon wins round 1. DK Rush wins round 2. And Marky Mark still with 3 wheels left on the Porsche. Doing some victory circle work. Well done, Marky Mark, taking out the win in the final round of the Beyond Blue Demolition Derby. And there he goes, he's just killed the car as well, so he's just overheated it doing a burnout. So completely destroying what's left of that Porsche. So well done, that's spectacular. And then we have Marky Mark winning the final round of the Beyond Blue Demolition Derby. And then that is it for us tonight for our special event. So I hope you've had a lot of fun in seeing our drivers smash up their cars. That's very different to our normal, nice, clean racing that we pride ourselves for. So do hit that follow button. We will be back again live on Monday night at 7:30 PM Australian Eastern Standard Time for iRacing in the NASCARs. And it's going to be some great racing there, so be sure to stay tuned. So don't forget to hit that follow button and also to head over to our fundraise.beyondblue.org.au/Apex Esports League. We can still take donations for them. You don't have to do it through it. You can actually do it directly afterwards once our campaign's expired with them as well. So thank you for tuning in, and we hope to see you trackside next week.